Cardano outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's dig into it. So let's start on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is down 0.89% at the time of recording, standing at $1.67 trillion at the time of recording. Bitcoin at 42,331.33, down 1.90% at the time of recording. And then we've got Ethereum at 2,361.65, down 0.55%. But if we have a look at Cardano, Cardano is up 0.15% in the past hour, which is higher than Bitcoin, and Ethereum is outperforming them today at 61 cent 34. But there's more to dig into when it comes to Cardano, so let's get into it. So we got Cardano outperforms Bitcoin, Ethereum with 8% surge. Analyst says this key resistance level could set the stage for ADA to rally forward. So are we expecting Cardano to rally on up higher past 64 cent? Really interesting to see how this statistic really sort of plays out for Cardano. Look, basically we're talking about total value locked, we're talking about DeFi, we're talking about all this wonderful stuff that is really kicking off at the right time for Cardano. And look, I'm sat here believing strongly that Cardano will outperform both Bitcoin and Ethereum. I really do believe that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. But look, there's more. We've got Cardano's Shang hard fork to take place in early 2024. This is something that basically all the Cardano ADA investors really need to know about, and I'm going to drop this in our Discord. Our Discord is free to join, definitely worth joining. There's over 7,000 people supporting one another navigate the space safely. And don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's absolutely free. It's a very supportive community, so definitely worth checking that out, and I will drop this article for you to read through at your leisure. Now, there's more important things to be talking about in the crypto space. We've got Bitcoin bulls and bears prepare for the end of year $10 billion BTC options expiry. So what does this mean? Well, it means that we should be expecting an awful lot of volatility in the coming days. There are options that are about to expire for Bitcoin, and $10 billion worth of them is not small, to say the least. So expect volatility in the market. I want to be really clear. We are expecting a pullback in the market in 2024. This lines up with what we believe is going to cause it, and that is the Fed pivot. The Fed pivot for me is going to be what brings the market crashing down to its knees. Whether we're going to see a new lower low is probably unlikely for Bitcoin, but we might see new lower lows for altcoins. We are expecting the stock market to crash. Now, look, historically, we've had a fantastic track record, particularly in this bear market, right? Bear market is where the money is made. We've talked about this a lot. There's lots of influencers that are starting to return back to the market now. They disappear in the bear market where things are actually quite tough, where the money is actually made, and they come back for the good times. And they're starting to come back now. You've probably noticed, let me know in the comments below some names of some channels on YouTube where influencers disappeared, but they're now back for the bull run as they see it. And I think people are too early to be calling this a bull market. I do think this is more of a bear market rally, and it is kind of what we expect. But we have a fantastic track record, right? Making money is made in the bear market, right? Not the bull market. The bull market, everybody can predict the prices are going up, but in a bear market, not everybody can kind of tell you where we're heading, right? We called in May 2022, we called June bottom. June bottom happened. And at that point, I said that wasn't the actual lowest low and to expect new lower lows, right? I got thrown all these different indicators at me telling me I was wrong. Nick was told he was wrong as well. And ultimately, I said that all of those indicators that people were talking about were going to be invalidated. And in November, they were all invalidated, right? And we had the FTX collapse, which again, we highlighted before it happened, giving our community ample opportunity to get off of that exchange and protect their crypto. Many people did. We had, success stories where people said that their brothers had saved like $60,000, because of us giving them the early warning signals, which is fantastic. We really do want people to be successful in crypto. So when this happens, we don't tend to rave about it that much, but I do want to sort of talk about our future prediction, but back it up with, we've been right about everything so far in this bear market, right? And bear markets are where the money's made. So the most important time to be accurate and right is in the bear market, in my opinion. It's highlighting these wonderful projects that are massively undervalued in the bear market that go on to do significantly well. Last bear market, we highlighted Matic at, I think I purchased this at about 1.5 cents. And we all know what Matic did. So, we've got others that we've selected this bear market, and we expect them to do phenomenally well as well. So, you're missing a trick if you're not in the Discord. It's free to join. Get down in there. If you want even more information, become a member. Again, links in the description of the video. But we went on to say expect bear market rallies going into 2023. We saw that in 2023. We said to expect new lower lows in June. We saw that for many altcoins in the bear market. And look, we've also probably 8-9 months ago highlighted that we expect a Fed pivot to happen in 2024. Originally, we were calling Q2, Q3. There are, I guess, rumblings now that it could be sooner than people anticipate. So, really it could be Q1 or Q2, and we expect a Fed pivot, right? Now, a lot of people associate a Fed pivot with money printer going burr or going on, and, asset values going up in price. But actually, and I'm just going to circle back to the indicator aspect of things. There is only one indicator with 100% accuracy, and that is the indicator when it comes to Fed pivots. Every single time there's been a Fed pivot, it's been followed by a crash. Now, this is our anticipation for the market. We're expecting this run up that we're seeing now. This has happened historically through history when it comes to, the approach of a Fed pivot, and then an almighty crash in stocks. Now, stocks and crypto, in my opinion, are correlated, and this means that we are going to see a crypto crash as well as a stock crash. Now, initially what happens is prices of everything goes up. People de-risk out of risk assets like cryptocurrency, and ultimately, people can't afford to, do the everyday things. They can't afford to heat their homes, feed their kids, keep the business lights on, and so on. Now, the reason for this is wages don't tend to go up. Everything's going up in price, but your wages aren't. So it pushes people out of the markets. So I want to be really clear on this. Retail are likely to have to sell their cryptocurrency, and I'm just concerned that people are just becoming the liquidity, or the exit liquidity, I should say, for whales in this space. So look, we expect this to happen. Would I be selling to buy cheaper? Probably too risky in case it doesn't happen, but I am very confident, and our accuracy has been 100% so far in this bear market. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have 100% accuracy moving forward. I expect to get some things wrong. So look, for me, it's have money on the side, dollar cost average. I wouldn't be selling my position. That's kind of my thoughts and opinions on it. We've got ARK Invest. They are selling their Coinbase shares, allocating $92 million in Pro Shares, which is a Bitcoin futures based ETF. So really interesting. We want to be watching these players. I have kind of come out and said that I don't really particularly like Cathie Wood. It actually turns out that when she was actually, working for a firm as a fund manager, she only had less than 1%, like interest rate. Not say interest rate. What's the word I'm looking for? Like return on investment, less than 1%. So now she's leading ARK Invest, she's positioned or had herself positioned as an expert. She's got no tech history whatsoever. I don't really understand how somebody with very little knowledge of tech can be a leader in this space, unless they are getting very, very lucky, or they've got some very, very good advisors. Ultimately, I am starting to have the concerns that some of these fund managers, I'm not going to mention any other names, but like fund managers that are also kind of influencers on YouTube or got their own shit going, and are very, like, I guess, in the news, on YouTube, influencer style, Twitter, all that sort of shebang. They're really just in it for the fees. Whether ARK Invest fund does really well or it does really poorly, Cathie Wood's still going to be collecting her fees. And ultimately, that's what I think it boils down to. I think these are not scammers as such, but they are individuals that are, removing people's wealth rather than supporting them gain wealth, in my opinion. Maybe Cathie has a different view on it. I'd love to hear, or get her on the channel to hear her side, because ultimately there's a lot to be said at the moment for these people that have come out of nowhere, that have got this massive following, that don't have any tech experience. Interested to get your views and opinions. Pancake Swap cake jumps 7%. This is due to a proposal to slash token supply by 300 million. I think this is really bullish. We got whales selling. So we got Donald Trump sent $2.4 million in ETH to Coinbase. You know what he's doing? He's selling. That's for certain. And then we got Grayscale board resignation shows best behavior before Bitcoin ETF nod. Look, I think everything's really positive when it comes to the Bitcoin spot ETFs. I expect these to be approved in January. I expect a lot of the moves, the shakes in these big companies is because actually the SEC wants them to be squeaky clean. They don't want people that have perhaps been in trouble with them or others in the past. Again, more really bullish news for Bitcoin. Reserves on Coinbase hit the lowest level since 2015 as another 30,000 Bitcoin departs the exchange. Then we got Bitcoin miners splash out 600 million in race to squeeze out rivals. There is a battle going on between the miners at the moment. And then we got Bitcoin spot ETF may get rejected if filings do not reach the SEC by the new deadline. So basically, if you don't actually achieve your deadline and get your Bitcoin spot ETF filing in, it won't get renewed or approved. No shit, Sherlock. There we go. That's the news. That's everything that I think is really important that you need to know about in crypto today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please, I'm begging you, mash up that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.